The assistant referee, Victor De Morales. Assistant referee, Mihail Georgian. And the fourth official, Matthew Peterson. And now let's welcome the starters for our visitors tonight, the Iowa Demon Hawks. Number 1, Owen Johnson. Number 2, Mateus Stork. Number 4, Mauricio Grappo. Number 8, Evan Carlson. Number 10, Gianderson Pareda. Number 11, Guillerme Pareda. Number 13, Leandro Facone. Number 14, Eduardo Matos. Number 15, Felipe Falavene. Number 17, Augusto Cerati. And number 22, Jao Luna. And they're coached by J.R. Fernandez, the Iowa Demon Hawks. And now, Blizzard fans, your starting 11. Number 0, goalkeeper Danny Burgos. On defense, number 4, Noah Hermanson. At midfield, number 5, Max Just. At midfield, number 8, Herbert Kopani. At forward, number 9, Willen Schrock. On defense, number 10, Devin DeGrado. On defense, number 14, Elijah Bishop. On defense, number 15, Evan Moreno. At midfield, number 16, Carter Hermanson. At forward, number 19, Ashton Hostler. And at forward, number 23, Cian McGoey. Head coach of the Minnesota Blizzard, Forrest Randall, assisted by Lacho Kostantinov and Derek Futzberger. The rest of the Minnesota Blizzard. At this time, fans, we ask you to please rise as you're able and willing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome inside Lakeville North High School as we're getting set to go here for this NPSL North Conference soccer matchup between Minnesota Blizzard FC and the Iowa Demon Hawks. Glad you're with us on Game Time. My name is Anthony Winker, filling in for the normal play-by-play guy, Roy Koenigsberg, for the month of June. And glad to be here, as this one should be a fun matchup as the Blizzard finally back home after a 3-game road swing. And the first up on this homestand of 3 games is the Iowa Demon Hawks. We got the starters for you, so we'll give them to you right now. Let's start with the visiting Demon Hawks. It'll be Johnson and Stork, Grappo, Carlson, Pereira, the 2 Pereiras out there together. Falcone, Matos, Falavine, Cerati, and Luna, the starting 11 today for the Iowa Demon Hawks. As now we go over to the Blizzard, the home team, and it is Burgess who will be playing in goal, then Hermanson, Just, Kopne, Schrock, DeGrado, Bishop, Moreno, Hermanson, Hostler, and McGoey, the starting 11 for the home team, the Minnesota Blizzard. Can't wait to get this game going, and the Blizzard coming off of a 3-game road trip. They didn't win one in that swing, but Their first win of the season, and in the last 2 years came here in the first game of the season. So hoping to get back to their winning ways as we are getting set to go here for this game on Game Time. And thank you to some of our sponsors, which we'll get to throughout the game today. A brief post or pregame show will be brought to you in part today by Courtyard by Marriott in Roseville, the official indoor soccer hotel choice for the Blizzard and all of the visiting opponents. Check out the QR code on their banner. So it'll be the Blizzard that will start moving from left to right on your screen there in the dark jerseys with the white numbers. And the Demon Hawks, they are in the yellow jerseys, the dark numbers, and they will be moving from right to left. And here we go. We are underway from Lakeville North High School. And for 2 45-minute halves counting up. So as soon as that clock hits 45, the half will expire. We'll be keep an eye on that thing as this game goes on, as the Blizzard trying to keep control of it here. Played back by Minnesota and tiptoeing the sideline. It's a turnover. And now here come the Demon Hawks, and then wiping out defensively was Copney, and he's able to just prevent the dangerous pass from making its way through, but it'll be rescued by Pereira, and he works it back to his brother, and now all the way back it goes for Grappo. And Demon Hawks 2-0-3 record on the season, which is tied for 4th in the 6-team North Conference in the NPSL. 13 conferences, 72 teams in this cross-country league. Carlson works it up and going down, and no advantage. They didn't call anything. He's still alive and gathered in by Pereira. In a phone booth now, it's Luna. Gets it back outside for Pereira. Pereira will flip the field. But it's taken away. Minnesota trying to push it back in transition. Can't quite do it. Now they get the turnover, and Copney will move it back, and Minnesota a couple steps back to try to make it 3 steps forward. Good ball movement by the Blizzard to work it free, and now they'll try the far side of the field. Not much played on the offensive half of the field yet, although we are just 2 and change in. This is Moreno patrolling back there for the Blizzard. And now it's Copney. Takes the return feed, and we'll get it off to the far side. That ball just hasn't really crossed that midfield line yet. Now it finally does. Knocked to the turf. No call. Letting them play physical so far. This will be worked all the way back to the goaltender Burgess' first touch. And he'll leave it off the one touch through and worked forward. Hostler trying to track it down, and be kicked to safety by the Demon Hawks. Copney, the ball's been on his right foot for a lot of this time so far that the Blizzard have had possession, but just not able to spring anybody free. Right back to Grappo. And the goalkeeper today for the Demon Hawks is Owen Johnson. And this ball's kicked out of bounds by the Demon Hawks. This will be a throw for the Blizzard. And they work it down in. And Hermanson set out of bounds, but it will be a corner for the Blizzard. Actually make that a throw in. They're going to launch it all the way in, but Johnson is going to come up and pluck it out of midair. And everybody will retreat. Come the Demon Hawks. Carlson outside, just unable to be kept in bounds, and it's going to be going the other way. The Blizzard are going to go quickly, try to work it up ahead, and it'll just be launched all the way back deep into the side of the field of the Demon Hawks, where Johnson will move it off to his right, and the Demon Hawks are free out. Foul called here, the first foul of the game on a physical collision delivered on the far side of the field. Just over about 6 minutes into this one. And no score on the board. The Demon Hawks and the Blizzard. Cobney moves it out to the right. Hermanson will attack. Tries to play that ball through, but it is intercepted. Hermanson able to win it back. He's got it. Moving down the right. A chance in the box. Caught out front and deflect just wide. It's a good try by the Blizzard. The first grade A opportunity of the game. Came off the foot of Hostler. And it is going to be a corner. I didn't know for sure if they were going to get that. Hostler was calling for it right away, but didn't think that they had it, but they are going to earn the corner. Here comes the in-swinger. It's low, gets all the way through, and kicked out of bounds, out of harm's way, I should say, by the Demon Hawks, who have a look in transition. Flying up the field is Falavine. Falavine, but the head of Moreno gets in the way. It's still alive, and then Falavine should make that Moreno tripped his man down low. So there's going to be a free kick coming up for the Demon Hawks. This one did occur outside the box, but a slight danger area. And that was Stork who went down hard. Goes out of bounds off of Hermanson. Noah Hermanson, that is. So now the Demon Hawks have it. All 11 for the Blizzard, back defensively. Try to keep this one out of their nets. Pressure coming, the pass just got away. And now it's Kopne trying to push it through, and now here come the Blizzard with a look. Like Hermanson is lined up offside on the near side of the field, number 16 in black. Doesn't quite matter anyway. Looked like maybe the Blizzard got away with one. Moreno went up near his shoulder. Potential handball, but didn't quite come. About 9 minutes into this contest here. Demon Hawks coming all the way from Des Moines, Iowa for this battle, and they got the ball now. It's Pereira. And had it fall out of his spell, and this should be going the way of the Blizzard, and it will be. Just one extra touch taken by Pereira. Throw comes in low, and taken back in by the Blizzard. They can't quite get it all the way down the field. Getting in is DeGrado, and just wants the goalkeeper to come out and grab it, and that is exactly what Burgess will do. Trying to get that ball on the other side of the field for a change. And Moreno will flip it upfield, headed down. And again, the Demon Hawks have it. Matos is back inside his own end as he'll go to work, try to get the Demon Hawks an open look. Over 10 minutes now into this game. There's a chance, look out, and good defensive play by Max Just. Step in front of the attacking Demon Hawk. Prevents that look. Ball's worked free by the Blizzard. Now here they come with a look in transition. Kopne outside, it's got some space, plays it through. Hermanson inside. It's loose and defensively taken by the Demon Hawks. Now some space. Pereira lost it out of bounds, and it'll be the Blizzard ball. Hermanson quickly jockeying for position inside, and we're going to get a foul called on the Blizzard, it looks like. It's a little too physical there by Ashton Hostler. So a free kick for the Demon Hawks. They took it already. Good pass all the way across the field. Rescued in bounds by the Demon Hawks. Coming inside, still with the ball. Look out, here's a chance. Shot taken, and that's in. First goal of the game belongs to the Iowa Demon Hawks. And that is going to go to Evan Carlson. And that'll be his first goal of this young season. And a nice play to set him up.
Scoring for the Demon Hawks, number 8, Evan Carlson.
So there is that first goal of the game. And the first time this season that the Blizzard have surrendered a goal at home. Their first game of the season was a 3-0 victory against the Sioux Falls Thunder FC. They didn't allow a goal in that one, clean sheet, but today they surrender the game's first goal. They flipped forward and now a chance to respond. The goalie's way out. The ball is still loose. We got a foul, and that looks to be in the box. So I think we're going to get a PK for the Blizzard. Oh, wow. They got a red card out for the goalkeeper. So the night is over for Owen Johnson. So how about that? So Johnson will have to leave, and a new goalie will come in, and then I believe the Demon Hawks will have to play a man short for the duration of this contest. Man. So they get all that sorted out on the field. Should be a PK incoming, or is this looks like it's positioned actually just outside the box. I thought what they were going to call was that was a foul on a play inside the box, but apparently the initial call came on the goalkeeper, Johnson, racing out on that play. So a big chance for the Blizzard here, not only now, but throughout the duration of this contest. So Johnson's day is over, and there is a new goalkeeper in. And I believe he's still wearing the same number 1 jersey that his teammate Johnson was wearing. So I do not have the identification of who that is. We will try to get that to you as soon as possible. And look at them. They're trying to just get the gloves on. So just look at the shorts, bottom right corner of your screen. That looks to be Mauricio Grappo, who was playing out in the field, but now will be the goalkeeper for the remainder of this contest. Now here we go, free kick coming up. So we are finally resuming action. 4 minutes after the initial red card comes in, and that's goal! What a shot by Cian McGoey. And we're level at Lakeville North High School.
Scoring for the Blizzard is first of the game, third of the season, number 23, Cian McGoey.
So what a response by the Blizzard to come back down, and just a perfectly placed free kick by McGoey. Now for the rest of this game too, the Demon Hawks will be without their starting goalkeeper and will be forced to play down for the rest of this game. So we'll see how the Blizzard are able to take advantage of it. Nice through ball played through. Rescued in bounds by Ficone, and it goes out. It'll be kept by the Demon Hawks. Here come the Blizzard. and going to get a whistle here. Now the Demon Hawks trying to work it back upfield, but goes out of bounds. They get a little further up. So a lot of action early if you're just joining us. Goal by Carlson for the Demon Hawks in the 13th minute. And then in the 14th minute, a red card was issued to the Demon Hawks goalkeeper, Owen Johnson. So now it's Mauricio Grappo who is manning the net for the Demon Hawks. And then the level, the equalizer by Minnesota. And it's their leading man, Cian McGoey, on a free kick from just outside the box to tie this game. And just over 20 minutes gone by, but here come the Demon Hawks again. How are they going to adjust with being able to play with just 10 on the field is the question. But so far, they've answered that one pretty well, because they've had most of the possession. A nice ball movement, trying to work it inside. Free at the top of the semicircle. Trying to push a shot on away was Boyce. That goes out of bounds all the way out on the far side of the field. It's going to be a free kick here for the Blizzard. Let's work in another one of our sponsors today, the official sports drink and kit sponsor of the Minnesota Blizzard FC is X Hydration. Check out their Arctic Blast flavor sold at home games and at Hy-Vee and via Amazon. You can get some at the concession stands as well. If you are watching this and at the stadium, you can go get it at the concessions. Or if you are coming and watching and will be here with us at a future home game, definitely something to check out. You can see the jersey tug getting pulled down by Moda, and it's a whistle, and I don't think a card shown. It's just a common foul. You can see Blizzard player gesturing at the jersey there just. It's been a physical game so far, a lot of which has been let go for the most part, with a couple of notable exceptions. Another free kick for the Blizzard. They'll put it in. It's there. But Grappo is going to catch it before anybody in a black jersey could get there. Some of those set pieces, too, are going to be interesting to watch as well. How do the Demon Hawks mark up on those set pieces? Blizzard should always be having the advantage on those. Should always be at least one person left unmarked back there, one would think. Give themselves that numbers advantage in that spot. Carlson works it outside. A little bit of a shove delivered, but so you've been saying so far that physical play, and so far they've let a lot of it go. Grappo hasn't had to do much. Faced that one shot on the free kick. Other than that, I believe that's his first touch. Hasn't been out there too long, though, just under 10 minutes. Leanderson Pereira with the ball for the Demon Hawks. And space to work for Ficone. The Demon Hawks are walling up pretty well. Nothing so far has gotten in the heart of the defense. Good ball movement, but that through ball just too far out ahead of Kopne. And this is going to be played out of bounds by the Demon Hawks. You could see Moda raising his hand like, my bad, my bad. We'll see if the Blizzard can make him pay for it. A little over halfway through this first half. Ball just a little too far out in front for Hermanson. Now the Demon Hawks will turn it the other way. And now they got a chance to run in transition, but Kopne with a good play to turn him back initially. And Carlson, the goal scorer for the Demon Hawks, able to work it forward on the second try, but the Blizzard have it back now. Boyce. The pressure is coming. As Luna was able to get rid of it on the far side of the field. Weaving through traffic. The one touch off the heel, but Kopne intercepts, and back go the Blizzard again. Nice ball through, but the goalkeeper, Grappo, sliding out. Looked like he lost his footing there as he tried to go get that one. He kept it away from Dubois. Bodies go down, and there is the foul. It's going to go against Boyce. And Schrock was the one who fell over. Grotto, and he lose it out of bounds? They're going to say yes. Tough break there for the Blizzard. And it'll be a Demon Hawks throw. Next sponsor today is TOCA Soccer. Check out their upgraded facility in Burnsville. They are the official indoor training site of the Minnesota Blizzard FC. Header goes awry, but a nice recovery by Hermanson, Noah Hermanson that is, to work it back. Now it's Kopne who finds just outside. It's trailed all the way by Pereira. Back come the Blizzard. Pinpoint accuracy on that through ball, but read well by Matos. And he'll kick it out of bounds. It'll be a Minnesota throw. Mentioned the 6 teams in this North Conference. It's Duluth FC, Joy Athletic Club, Siouxland United FC, the Demon Hawks, the Sioux Falls Thunder FC, and then the Blizzard. The 6 teams as this has worked all the way back, and trouble. Burgess dancing. He's able to get rid of it, but he put it right on the foot of the Demon Hawks. Chance for Carlson, trying to get it back onto his strong foot. Shot taken, and it misses just wide. Not sure if Burgess got a piece of that or not. It appears that he did not, as this is going to be a goal kick for Minnesota. And Burgess will just go short to put us back in play. Thunder, rather the Blizzard, sit in 6th place out of the 6 teams in this conference, 1-0-3, 3 points. But they can pull into the heart of the mixer in this conference with a win today with the Demon Hawks. They are currently 2-0-3, tied for 4th in the conference. Actually, they are 4th in the conference. 3 teams with 6 points, but all have played a different number of matches. The Demon Hawks have played 5, 2 wins, 0 draws, 3 losses. Siouxland United, 2 wins, 0 draws, 2 losses. And the Thunder, the Sioux Falls Thunder, 2 wins, 0 draws, 4 losses. So if the Blizzard can get the win here, they will move at to 2-0-3, and actually will take sole possession of 4th place in the North Conference. And top 4, I believe, make it to the playoffs in each conference. That's a place where the Demon Hawks were last year, back when they were Des Moines United FC. It's a bad pass. It's intercepted, and now a chance the other way. Guillermo Pereira, one-on-one. Pereira, he hasn't really touched it yet. Gets it outside. Shot taken, and a stop by Burgess. And the ball is launched out of bounds by the Blizzard. Good position by Burgess. Shot from Pereira. The second ball came flying in. Only needed one out there, although it would be rather entertaining to maybe watch it with two. Might be some more goals that way. The in-swinger, and Burgess soars and plucks it out of the air to end that threat. Now the Blizzard will take control with Noah Hermanson, who plays it through. Will sprint into it. What a pass, but closed off on the gap. But man, that pass was just right through the two defenders. And the attacking Hostler was able to get the first touch on that. This will be a Blizzard throw on the far side of the field. And they'll play with back in their own end. Just a reminder, of course, that the Demon Hawks are currently a man down after a red card was assessed to Owen Johnson, the starting goalkeeper for the Demon Hawks. And now the new goalie, Mauricio Grappo. They pulled him basically right out from the field, started this game, and now he's got the goalie shirt on. Center back Bishop will flip the field, try the other side, and gets the return feed. Perhaps they'll try the right side now. They'll go right up the gut instead. They work it outside. Good pass, just with some space now. Here is Hermanson. Will throw it in. Grappo soars. It's over his head and headed out of bounds by Stork. But it will be a corner kick for the Blizzard. The Blizzard go quickly, but the ball goes out of bounds. And the Blizzard will throw it in now. Looks like DeGrado, he's way back on the track. He's going to try to launch this thing in, it looks like. Showing off that arm, throws it in. It's down and out of bounds. It will be another corner for the Blizzard.
Now we have a Minnesota Blizzard corner kick.
See if they try to throw it in the mixer this time. Perhaps the Demon Hawks are learning they got Boyce out there. They will put it in this time. Headed down and launched and cleared by the Demon Hawks. All alone back there. But the pressure was coming, and you could feel it, and so could Bishop. They kicked it away, and now the Demon Hawks will take it. Into the middle for Moda. Worked outside, but a good play to come from behind. But a fortunate bounce, and Pereira might get there. And he'll usher it and lose it. It'll go out of bounds, but it will be the Demon Hawks' ball. Ficone will throw it in for the Demon Hawks. This one unable to be saved over there by Boyce. So it'll be a Blizzard throw. Next sponsor is Canada Bloom. Canada Bloom Wealth and Solutions is committed to helping you succeed. The ways we can help you are based on experience, not quick wins or fads. Give us a call to discuss how we can help you. More physical play. And again, nothing on the call, nothing called so far as we're down to just about 11 minutes left to go in this first half. A good play to turn that pass aside by McGoey. team leading 3 goals on the year for Cian McGoey. By the way, too, just to make matters worse for the Demon Hawks, playing short. And this comes after they also played yesterday. You don't see this too often in the NPSL. A back-to-back. But they were in St. Louis. They placed off against Joy Athletic Club yesterday. Took the L 3-0 in that one. The game's played at St. Thomas Academy, and then made this trip from STA to Lakeville for this contest. But still, 90 minutes of wear and tear on the body from just a day before. And then now have to be playing with 10 guys. Got to be using those subs for sure, you would think. See if the legs maybe get heavy. Maybe that impact won't be felt yet. Once that second half rolls around, maybe that 30-minute mark or so of the second half, it might be when you start to see the impacts of that felt. Trouble. Oh, and Carlson trying to force a turnover. Bishop just able to keep it away. And Carlson's been everywhere. He's certainly picking his spots, but he's been able to make things happen for sure. Nice play to keep it. I think that's Hostler over there. Gets it to the middle, pass, but headed down and outside. Should make that McGoey. Had that impressive play. Just a little flip to himself. And now a foul is going to be called. Attacking right at the back of the leg. Almost looked like he dead-legged him. 9 minutes left to go in this first half. A free kick for the Blizzard. Seem to have no intention of launching it in. Now they'll think about it. So they get set up down at the box. There it goes. It's up into the air, headed. But it's going to be offside anyway, so still be going the other way. The official post-game fuel for the Blizzard is the Subway by McStop. Get a sub at the Blizzard game concession stand. Eat fresh. First touch on that lengthy goal kick is by Max Just. The Demon Hawks with the possession. And it's Boyce who's dancing outside and gets the pass away. Toss it back out. Got an option near side if they want it. Flipped inside, but cleared for the moment. Chased after by Hostler. It'll go out of bounds. And it's going to be a Demon Hawks throw. 37-34 and counting up here in this first half. Here's Vicone. A little bit of space, but the Blizzard close in quick. Vicone finds a passing lane and then overshot by Hermanson. Could have been a turnover. Instead, Vicone has possession. Now here comes Pereira. Guillermo Pereira gets it back out top for Moda. Finds his way through inside. Carlson. It's Pereira trying to get it through. He shoots it, but that one went off his foot and went wide. So it will be a throw, or rather a goal kick, I should say, for the Blizzard. You got to admire the work by the Demon Hawks today, though. They have certainly been creating a couple of good opportunities. Despite playing a man down. Here's a look for Hostler, who's got some space, but look at the speed of Stork to close in. Hostler's able to get it away. McGoey back for Hostler and into the box, but shut off by Pereira. That's Gianderson and Pereira. A couple of Pereiras out on the field for the Demon Hawks. Match the couple of Hermansons out on the field for the Blizzard. Up into the air, and it'll be handled by Grappo. Shows off the leg strength all the way down the field. Carlson is in behind the defense. The flag stays down. Carlson trying to dance. Good defense by Bishop, knocks it away. And getting tripped. Schrock. Here's the free kick for the Blizzard. Inside, flipped up into the air. Who's going to get it? Not settled. Not a great first touch by Schrock. The Blizzard are able to recover it. McGoey. He lost it. The Demon Hawks have it. All the way back for this first is Moreno. And I'll move it back off for Burgess. 4 minutes left in the first half. Touch back to Moreno. Powers it outside, and the one touch through. Kopne. Outside, Kopne touched it through, but it's cleared by the Demon Hawks. Good first touch by Just to settle it down. Hermanson makes a run. So the Quinn touch cross. It's on the carpet. Inside. Shot taken. What a stop by Grappo. He powered it away. Still in bounds, though. A shot from distance. That one misses everything. A good chance for the Blizzard. Finally getting a look that they wanted. But Mauricio Grappo with a fantastic stop. Now we got a man down in the box for the Demon Hawks. And stretching out the leg there of Matthias Stork. Seems to be no worse for wear. Back in action here. It's the best chance for the Blizzard. I believe that is the first save of the game for Mauricio Grappo since entering the game. Faced one shot earlier, and it was the goal by McGoey. And the dance is Boyce. It's back outside. Just you can see how many, look at how many the Blizzard have back. All in a line, moving together. You just feel like anything that comes for the Demon Hawks will have to sort of be in transition. Or somebody's going to have to make an incredible individual play. Carlson, just based off the short time that he's been out on the field so far, certainly looked capable of it. Good defense by Kopne, able to keep it in bounds. Kopne wins it back, and now here they go. Oh, they had Kopne. He was making a run. They're going to put that ball through. That one doesn't have enough mustard on it. He touched out of bounds. It'll be the Blizzards' ball, though. Hostler thought about going quickly and said now Hermanson will come in and take it. Pass worked through it. Cian trying to go the back heel pass. Hostler kept alive instead by Hermanson. The Blizzard will just retreat to keep possession. Smart play. We'll toss it back into the mixer again. Backing in. It was McGoey, but he could not quite gather. And we're going to get a foul on McGoey, far side of the field. So it'll be a free kick for Iowa. "17 seconds left in the half. We'll see what Demon Hawks can do in that time, if they'll even try. Reach that 45 mark. Let's get some stoppage time, it would appear, though I don't know how they would relay it up to us, so we don't know how much stoppage time there will be. It's a good production, but maybe not quite, the MLS FIFA World Cup level production. They got the board where they hold it up in the air and tell you how much time is going to be added into the half, but it might be a decent chunk. Consider everything that went down after the red card issued to Johnson. There's so much happening there. A little shove to the back, knocking Luna to the floor. Now Luna turns it over. Cian trying to win it back and does. Good recovery. And just wanted a foul. Thought he felt he was pulled. But our referee here today does not agree. Here's Pereira now. Gets a step on the defender. Kyers and stopped by Burgess. He's able to fire that one off with his strong foot, too. Got around Hermanson and tried to beat Burgess on the turf, but Burgess up for the challenge. Another good save. It's his second of the day. And McGoey will not be able to hold this one in. So if I had to guess, I would say there'd probably be about 4 minutes of added time here, just based off of everything. And all of it basically will have come from the Johnson red card. It took a while to deliberate, and Iowa took a while to change goalies. So that would be my guess. We're just over that 2-minute mark now into the stoppage time with 47-20 and counting now. Turnover, Pereira. It's it outside. On the run. Shot! And that went over the bar. Oh, and another great look, this time for Luna. And he just was too tall. Trying for the crossbar challenge. It's the wrong bar to hit. He hit the uprights of the football field goal. Not quite that white bar underneath, which is the one that you need to get it under if you're going to score. Looked like the Blizzard were trying to hunt for an offside call there, though, and that's part of why Luna was able to just kind of dance in and get himself a good look. Well, there are a couple of chances now for the Demon Hawks. They're just going to be thinking about them if they're unable to score in this game. Now here come the Blizzard. Slight miscommunication there between Hermanson And Schrock will pick it up. Moves it to the middle looking for Kopne. Not quite there. Kopne refed. Boxing out the defender and trying to push it inside. It was altered on its way, and it will be pushed out of trouble by the Demon Hawks. Pereira gets a step, and he's on the run. Pereira, he got tackled down, and this is going to be a yellow card. Yellow card shown to Elijah Bishop.
Yellow card has been called the Blizzards, number 14, Elijah Bishop.
Just a yellow card, and perhaps a necessary one. As you could tell that Pereira had just built up so much speed. Pereira just, and rather Bishop just stuck his leg out. So now he's a free kick, and this is probably the last action of the half. And it'll be Mateus Stork who will take it for the Demon Hawks. Instead offers for Pereira. Instead, it was blocked by the wall. And now it's Pereira outside. Anderson Pereira gets the return. Still going in this half here. Luna. Now it's Pereira. Pushed it inside. Takes the return. Moda with a spin, and it's still going. Pereira has it. Nice pass to drop it off. Shot lofted, and just over the bar again. And there'll be another goal kick for the Blizzard. Good try for Stork. Kopne. Hermanson with a good first touch. Gets him going. Flips it in. And that's it. And the first half will come to a close. From Lakeville North High School, it's a 1-1 game. Goal scored in that first half. The first one that gave the Demon Hawks a 1-0 lead. Scored by Evan Carlson in around the 13th minute. And then not long after that, the Blizzard responded on a free kick by Cian McGoey. And that is where we stand after the first 45 and change. A 1-1 score at halftime. Minnesota trying to stay perfect at home. We'll see if they can do it after the halftime break. It's about 15 minutes on the clock counting down, as you can see on our scoreboard today. We will take a quick break, and then we'll be able to recap that first half a little more and get some sponsor reads in as well. So stay tuned on Game Time. Blizzard and Demon Hawks locked up at 1 apiece.
America is always on the move, moving forward, moving up, moving home. And whether you are moving across town or across the country, Pods delivers when we say we will, with no surprise costs. Which is why we were voted America's #1 container moving company. Join over 6 million people who have trusted Pods with their move. Book your move today at pods.com. America is always on the move, moving forward, moving up, moving home. And whether you are moving across town or across the country, Pods delivers when we say we will, with no surprise costs. Which is why we were voted America's #1 container moving company. Join over 6 million people who have trusted Pods with their move. Book your move today at pods.com. America is always on the move, moving forward, moving up, moving home. And whether you are moving across town or across the country, Pods delivers when we say we will, with no surprise costs. Which is why we were voted America's #1 container moving company. Join over 6 million people who have trusted Pods with their move. Book your move today at pods.com. America is always on the move, moving forward, moving up, moving home. And whether you are moving across town or across the country, Pods delivers when we say we will, with no surprise costs. Which is why we were voted America's #1 container moving company. Join over 6 million people who have trusted Pods with their move. Book your move today at pods.com.
Back here inside at Lakeville North High School, it's halftime between the Blizzard and the Demon Hawks. There is the countdown. We got about 8 minutes and 50 seconds until the second half will come and play will be resumed. It was a fun first half of action, definitely not short on action. The Demon Hawks and the Blizzard, a lot of physicality displayed by both teams. Some shots taken, some good saves made on both sides by both goalkeepers. Mauricio Grappo and Danny Burgess both with a couple of beauties. Otherwise, this game could be even a little bit, this match rather, could be a little bit even more high scoring. But alas, we'll settle for 1-1 at the end of 45 minutes and change. Here is the scoring summary for the first half of action. First goal was scored by the Demon Hawks in the 13th minute by Evan Carlson, and that is his first goal of the year. Carlson to get the Demon Hawks on the board. He has been a real danger every single time the ball has been on his foot for the Demon Hawks. Number 8 for them. And yeah, he's made some things happen today, and he got that first goal, and that made it 1-0. A red card issued after that to Johnson, the starting goalkeeper for the Demon Hawks. And now, as a result, as we touched on a little bit throughout this game, the Demon Hawks playing a man down for about 30-ish minutes in that first half. Plus, now they'll have to do it the entire second half as well. So we'll have to see how the Demon Hawks can continue to manage. But for now, they've been playing pretty well. We'll see what happens in that second half with the red card to Johnson and the ensuing free kick. McGoey buries a free kick, and that tied it up at 1. So that is where we stand at the end of the first half. The score, 1-1. Well, we have some time. Let's go through some more of our wonderful sponsors here. First, up next, Christian Bros. They can get great automotive services at Christian Bros. Check them out at their Lakeville location or their 2 other locations in the metro area. Schmitty and Sons, the official away game transportation for the Minnesota Blizzard FC. They get the Blizzard where they need to go with their reliable service. Summit Ortho in Lakeville with orthopedic urgent care, open daily from 8 to 8 at 6 locations metro-wide, including Lakeville. Summit has you covered. Also, set up your high school sports physical with them, too. Yeah, that brings back memories. Sure have to get that in always and updated. So, yeah, good place to go. Summit Ortho in Lakeville. Centerpoint Dental with 4 experienced dentists across 2 convenient locations in Lakeville and Burnsville. Centerpoint Dental is dedicated to providing professional quality care to patients of all ages. Call for an appointment today. Herberts and Gerberts, the Blizzard sandwich sponsor. Visit the Lakeville location for an awesome sub. Lakeville Brewing Company. Check out one of their 3 locations in the South Metro. Their Lakeville Brewing on the lake in Lakeville reopens soon. The Local Pub. Visit one of their 3 metro locations for great food, a soccer match, and a great time. Alari's Bar and Barbecue in St. Paul. Legendary food since 1949. Come grab a drink and catch a game at St. Paul's renowned sports bar. Union 32 Bar in Eagan. Union 32 Craft House is uniquely Minnesotan. A dog-friendly patio. Bring your pups and enjoy the sun. Trivia Mafia every Thursday at 7 p.m. Take another break here on Game Time, and we'll be back for the second half of action coming your way in about 4 minutes, so stay tuned. 1-1 through the first 45. Should be an entertaining second half coming your way.
America is always on the move, moving forward, moving up, moving home. And whether you are moving across town or across the country, Pods delivers when we say we will, with no surprise costs. Which is why we were voted America's #1 container moving company. Join over 6 million people who have trusted Pods with their move. Book your move today at pods.com. America is always on the move, moving forward, moving up, moving home. And whether you are moving across town or across the country, Pods delivers when we say we will, with no surprise costs. Which is why we were voted America's #1 container moving company. Join over 6 million people who have trusted Pods with their move. Book your move today at pods.com. America is always on the move, moving forward, moving up, moving home. And whether you are moving across town or across the country, Pods delivers when we say we will, with no surprise costs. Which is why we were voted America's #1 container moving company. Join over 6 million people who have trusted Pods with their move. Book your move today at pods.com. America is always on the move, moving forward, moving up, moving home. And whether you are moving across town or across the country, Pods delivers when we say we will, with no surprise costs. Which is why we were voted America's #1 container moving company. Join over 6 million people who have trusted Pods with their move. Book your move today at pods.com.
Back here at Lakeville North High School, getting set to go for the second half of action. Lakeville North playing host to this Minnesota Blizzard squad, trying to continue to be a friendly sight on the season in home game #2 on the year of the Blizzard. 1-0 at home, 0-3 on the road, so trying to keep that perfect record intact, and they've certainly got an ideal situation to try and do it. They're currently playing up a man, and we are officially underway. Or are we? Looks like yes, we are in this second half. Not quite. They're trying to figure out the clock here, it looks like. So hold everything. The refs aren't even out on the field yet. That's funny. All the players are out there. How often do you see that? Or every single player is out there ready to go. And the refs, not quite out yet. Enjoying their halftime Gatorade or something, maybe a little too long. So we got the players out passing around a couple of the balls while we wait for the refs. Both these teams are entering this game having lost 3 in a row. Demon Hawks started the season 2-0, Blizzard 1-0, but neither team has won a game since. We'll see if that changes today, or if we will play to a draw. Demon Hawks now moving from left to right. They're in the yellow jerseys. The Blizzard in the dark jerseys moving from right to left. And again, not to sound like a broken record for those who have been with us for the entire game, but if you are just joining us, Demon Hawks currently playing a man short after a red card in the early stages on their starting goalkeeper, Owen Johnson. So this is a prime opportunity for the Blizzard to try to notch yet another win. And I mean, that's something that they didn't do at all last year. Finished the season with 0 wins, 2 draws, and 10 losses last season. So already improvement from there. And certainly in prime position to try to get win number 2. Good play to break up a pass, but they get it back. Touch back out. Shot from distance, and Grappo with a save. And the ricochet, I believe, went off of the crossbar and then the upright. So that should be a corner for the Blizzard, and it will be. But, man, what a shot that was, and what a save that was. So the Blizzard looking for that go-ahead goal to put them out front. They got a lefty out there to take it on the far side of the field. Comes the in-swinger. It's low to the ground and headed out by Stork. Blizzard are able to get there first. Handled by Connell, and he got run into, and it's going to be a foul. So here comes another free kick look, and Demon Hawks will wait till they're told to get 10 feet away before they do anything with it. 3 crowding around the ball for the Blizzard. Schrock is there. McGoey is there. And the guy who just had that shot get denied is there as well. It will be him who takes it from distance and right on the mark, but plucked out of the air and stopped by Grappo. The shot was taken from DeGrado. We played up the field by the Demon Hawks. Can't really, it's kind of tough to say it, but I mean, their best case scenario in this game might be a draw. You never want to say that, especially with, so much time left and a team that does have some threats. You never want to jinx it if you're a Blizzard fan watching this, but there's only so much you can do when you're, a man short. Just getting started here, second half. The Minnesota Blizzard and the Demon Hawks still 1-1. No goals have been scored and since the 17th minute. There's a ball that comes through. Stewart stops, tries to play it to the middle. And off the deflection, it'll be handled by Burgess. Looks like that punt came off the foot wrong for Burgess. Now the Demon Hawks have another shot, another chance with it. Here's Carlson again. And that ball will be cleared by Burgess. Now foot race. Look at him run. It's Morgan, but played to safety. Morgan showing off the wheels. Oh, careless pass turned over. Morgan's got it, trying to get it flipped in the middle where Hermanson was all alone right down the alley, but I don't know if he ended up touching it. It goes harmlessly to the keeper. Just sending Morgan to run out there around like a chicken with his head cut off, and it's so far proving to be an effective strategy. Stork gets it off to the middle. Here comes Carlson, flips it up, and it'll be cleared by the Blizzard, but not quite gathered in by McGoey. On the far side of the field, that's kind of a close play too, a similar one where, you know, you see a goalie get a red card. And that was Carlson down there. He's been dangerous today. But him and Burgess give each other a little pat on the chest and be like, that's okay. And they both move on with their lives. And on this game, in the 51st minute now, trip down on the far side of the field. It was 5 cones, so this will be a free kick for the Demon Hawks. Again, in their first season in a new conference. They were in the Heartland Conference in the past. And under an old name of Des Moines United FC. But now in the North Conference as the Iowa Demon Hawks. Had a good season last year. Finished the year with 6 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses on the season. It was good for third in their conference, the Gateway Conference. Chance for Morgan. And knocked away from behind, out of bounds. This should be a Blizzard corner. They ended up making it to the Midwest Regional semifinal where they fell to Duluth FC 2-0. They had a chance for revenge earlier in the year against Duluth. Got a goal in that one, but gave up an extra and ended up losing 3-1 in that match. In swinging corner, high up in the air, headed over the goal, and out of play. This will be a goal kick for the Demon Hawks. Nice crowd on hand to witness this matchup tonight on what turns out to be a beautiful evening in the Twin Cities. Had some rain earlier in some parts of the metro, but now pristine conditions. A little bit of wind out there, but aside from that, pretty nice day. The sun was out, but now it seems to have peaked back beneath the clouds. The lights are now on at Lakeville North High School. Carlson sneaks that pass through the legs, but he turned it over. The Demon Hawks able to win it back for the moment. Now it's Hermanson. He gets it to the middle, and that pass was altered. Carlson with a good ball, and that sends Pereira through. Pereira trying to jump around Hermanson, didn't quite do it. Now a chance for Hermanson. He's shut off. And again, the Blizzard a little too individual, it looks like, trying to move this ball forward, and they turn it over yet again. Now the Demon Hawks have it. Santos, now outside. Let's move inside, trying to get that through to Carlson. Good defense by Moreno. It's been the Demon Hawks in charge in the last couple of minutes. Heavy touch. It was rescued for the moment. Still alive. Another good play, good anticipation to break it up by the Blizzard, and that'll force the Demon Hawks all the way back to their goalkeeper. They'll try to advance the full length of the field yet again. DeGrado. Touch through, now it's Morgan. A couple of good looks. Thought about launching it from distance. Now it's Just. He'll try it from long range and knocked aside by Grappo, but it's going to be a corner as that ball hit the base of the flagpole on the far side of the field. So a chance with a set piece for the Blizzard. Just over 10 minutes gone by in this first half. And still a lot of time left. A lot of soccer left to be played. Connell Trying to flip it into the box. And it'll be cleared all the way by the Demon Hawks. Comes through, and now Pereira has a chance in transition, flipping it through. Carlson, he's got a chance. He shoots, and he just missed it outside the bar on the far side. Man, that's 3 or 4 just great opportunities today by the Demon Hawks. They've been able to create in transition just like that. And all of them have ended the same way, it seems like, with a Demon Hawk on the carpet with their hands on their head and surrender Cobra. Like, man, how did I miss that? Blizzard, it feels like they've been outchanced. Maybe you've had some decent possession, but playing quite a while now, a man up, and been unable to really take advantage of it for any golden opportunities. This one's lobbed into the box. Grappo out aggressively, and he'll catch it. Shut off that threat by the Blizzard. Throw in coming up for the Demon Hawks. Looks Holiday Inn in Lakeville is the official summer away team hotel for the Blizzard. Let's get another sponsor read out of the way. Toppers Pizza. Enjoy a great Toppers Pizza today at one of their many metro locations. You can win a free pizza in our halftime raffle. Every home game, we got something to give away in our raffle. If it wasn't already enough to come and watch good soccer, come win some free stuff. Raffles as well. Demon Hawks and Stork with a little bit of room to roam. Stork will push it through, back defensively. Is Kopne, gets it off to Burgess, who flips it up the field. And flipped it back deeper into the offensive territory. Has not enough juice on it. Now here come the Blizzard in transition. They got numbers if they hurry. Flipped through, Morgan has a look, and yes! Jadon Morgan gives the Blizzard the lead. The flags are down. And there is the go-ahead goal for the Blizzard. So finally, after getting to play nearly 40 minutes, a man up, Jadon Morgan, with his second goal of the year to give the Blizzard a 2-1 lead. Goal coming in at the 59th minute. And now, got to be getting aggressive, however you can manage to do that. If you're the Demon Hawks. And now it's Stork to the middle for Carlson. Gets it outside. Back to the middle. Miscommunication and a turnover. Blizzard able to force it. And then give it right back. See what kind of push the Demon Hawks have. These next 5 to 10 minutes going to be so important for the Blizzard. to be crossing their T's, dotting their I's defensively. Offside is the call here. So this will be going the other way. Connell. Oh, and then his intended target fell down. Like that was Hermanson on the far side of the field. So this will be a throw-in for the Demon Hawks. The Blizzard able to win it right back. A third goal would likely be the dagger. They can find a way to push another one into the back of the net. But until then, it's dangerous territory. The Demon Hawks team playing well and owning the possession for a lot of this game, despite playing short for a lot of it. Stork rips it back out, and now it's Barbosa freshly into the game for the Demon Hawks. Again, playing a game for the second straight night, losing 3-0. Their last time out yesterday. Long shot. Oh, my. It's in. And there is the equalizer. And how about that? It's Carlson for the second time with a laser from over 30 yards out. I mean, you can't place a shot much better than that. 2-2. And just like that, this is a brand new game. And we got a man down far side of the field for the Demon Hawks. Maybe some cramping. This is a brand new game. And it did not take them long. You mentioned just how important it would be for the Blizzard those next 5-10 minutes after the goal, where it felt like you'd be getting the biggest push from the Demon Hawks for, the fatigue really started to set in. And it's Carlson. Took a great individual effort, just like we said it would back in the first half. Try to get them to score, but just a laser beam, a strike from Carlson. Around 30 yards out. And not much a goalkeeper can do about that. Just a perfectly placed shot. And Carlson, number 8-on-8 crime, as Kopne took out his legs. Carlson will jog gingerly towards the box with a free kick coming up for the Demon Hawks. They'll just push it back into play. Nice ball through. This is inside. Carlson was the intended target, and that was blocked by the defense of the Blizzard and moved to safety for the moment. A little bit of help from the Demon Hawks. We'll have to try again. Stork. It's Carlson. And that pass a little too far for Moda. Now the Blizzard have it back, and just with the way that this game has gone, just going to have to try to not give up a third. Feels like they're on the back foot right now. You can feel the yellow shirts playing with just a renewed sense of energy right now. Pushing for perhaps the go-ahead goal now that they've tied it up. Now a chance for Morgan. He gave the Blizzard that lead briefly. Flips it to the middle looking for McGoey. But not quite there. This will be a corner kick for the Blizzard. What kind of response do they have under head coach Forrest Randall? DeGrado's jogging over. It looks like he's going to be the one to take it. I don't have that short option at the moment. Everybody's moving in towards the box. The in-swinger off the left foot of DeGrado. It's a good one. Headed down. It's loose in the box and is cleared. Right back in to work go the Blizzard. Flip to the inside. Looked like Hermanson was going to be offside if he touched it. It looked like it was going towards him. The defense of the Demon Hawks kind of pushed up the field. Rowan comes into the box. Soaring header. Bodies go tumbling. The ball goes out of bounds harmlessly. It'll be a goal kick now for the Demon Hawks. 2-2 is our score. 2 goals by Carlson for the Demon Hawks. A goal by McGoey and a goal by Morgan for the Blizzard. That's how we got here. 2-2. Goal for each team in both halves. Stork shakes the defender as he moves back towards the inside. Now back to the outside. Now he retreats. He's able to just slip that one past Morgan. Pereira launches up the field, and it'll be turned right back by the Blizzard. And we're going to get a whistle on a foul called by Stork as that ball is going to roll out of bounds away. They're going to try to go quick. DeGrado and push that down the field for Just. Now he'll wait for his team to get set up and push it into the mixer from 40 yards out. Drives it in low and headed down by the Demon Hawks. But good pressure by DeGrado to try to win it back. He'll be trying to be cleared. It deflects off DeGrado and goes out of bounds, so it will be a goal kick for Iowa. In the 69th minute here. About 20 minutes left to go in this contest. So however much more of added time, though, it doesn't really seem like there will be that much. At least so far, knock on wood. Had over 5 minutes of stoppage time in the first half. It's headed down by DeGrado, but now it's won by the Demon Hawks and Santos. Santos for Carlson. 2 goals today for Carlson. Tracked down far side of the field by Penne. And Penne will get it back out. Dancing Ficone and got fouled. Carlson will run over to take it. They'll just quickly get it back into play. Matos. Stork and him will play catch. Plays it off to the far side for Pereira. Carlson tried the fancy play, didn't quite work. Just will try to clear. It will be cleared now by the Blizzard off the deflection. It should be their ball. It's ushered out of bounds, but a good play to save. But into danger. And headed back, so that's a legal touch by Grappo. Good moves by Stork with the ball. It'll be played up the field. Now Penne will race after it. He's got a step on the D, but the flag is up for offside, and Penne does not like that call. Tough break for the Demon Hawks. You can see players out on the field stretching, trying to keep those legs warm, avoid the cramping. Their body's telling them that they're done, but there's still 20 minutes left to go in this game and then some, and this one's going to go off to Grado and just fly out of bounds. A win today would push the Blizzard into playoff position. They're able to win this one in regulation. Push them into a tie in the standings with the Demon Hawks. It's a bad pass, and that's going to go out of bounds. It'll be the Demon Hawks ball. Would move Minnesota to a perfect 2-0 at home with just 4 games left on the schedule after today. And that's the spot that you want to be in. Transition look here for the Blizzard. McGoey moves his way to the middle on Shiz, but that's way too tall. It will be a goal kick for the Demon Hawks. Kind of surprised with how quick they're going on some of these things. You know, I'd be trying to milk it a little bit. Get your guys some rest. Morgan gets it outside. Another long shot. That goes off the side of the goal. That one off the right foot of Chirac. And it'll be another goal kick. See maybe if Garapo is just going to slow things down a little bit this time. Let everybody catch their breath in yellow jersey. They'll just launch it up the field. Hermanson battles. Carlson heads forward. Penne tracks it down. Oh, and then his leg just buckled from underneath them. They're going to get a foul on Hermanson, far side of the field. Free kick coming up for the Demon Hawks. Under 20 minutes left to go now. In the 74th minute. Push this one into the traffic. Settled nicely. Off the clearance. And now Carlson splits the D. Look at him dangle and dance. Trying to find a way to get a shot off, and does. It was cleared by the Blizzard. Flipped forward, Morgan dribbling in space. Going this way, and that jumps around the defense. And was unable to track down the ball. Now here come the Demon Hawks with a look in transition. Flipped inside, here's his trouble. Shot taken, stopped by Burgess. And cleared off the line by the Blizzard. Got to get it out, and they do. What a chance for the Demon Hawks to try to take the lead. That was Carlson, I think, going for the hat trick there. Man, that was close to being there. Actually, make that Dylan Ehlers is in goal now for the Blizzard. So apologies for not catching that earlier in this one. I think he's actually probably been the goalie then for this entire second half. So a good save by Dylan Ehlers. Keep this game level at 2. Again, the Demon Hawks taking advantage of the header pass. But he can't pick this one up. He's going to have to move it, and he does outside. Field flipping pass, but this might be trouble. Tracked down by Chirac, and then he just took a forearm to the face by DeGrado, and the refs do catch it. That will be a foul. Otherwise, DeGrado would have been running in free with a look at the net. And Garapo launches this ball out of bounds. Oh, a nice pretty pass. Find its way through. Schrock. A good step there by Hermanson, but it lost it out of bounds. Under 15 minutes to go now. The throw-in coming up for the Demon Hawks. Our next sponsor is Planet Soccer. You can visit one of their 4 metro locations for all of your soccer needs. That's Planet Soccer. Good speed for Stork. Running free and drops it off. Now Ehlers will handle back inside the small box. Is able to make its way through and forward. Matos running away. Finds its way outside. Hermanson shadows. Santos. Pushed all the way out of bounds by the Blizzard. Should be corner. No, it's going to be a goal kick. So good defense by Hermanson, or will it? Back to the corner it goes. So it will be a corner kick for Iowa. Marching towards 10 minutes left. The Blizzard had taken that 2-1 lead. Felt all they had to do was just hold on and defend, but the Demon Hawks come right back and score just 3 minutes later, and we're essentially back where we started. Both teams have done well with instant response after allowing a goal. Flipped forward. The Demon Hawks will try to turn it right back in. Cerati's pass right off the face of a Blizzard. Cerati tries again. That pass doesn't work either. Oh, foul. This ball's still in bounds and handled by Pereira. A good play to work it through. Cerati moves its way to Barbosa. Now he finds Penne, now playing on the right side of the field. Good ball from Penne, works its way through, but shut off by Kopne. And he'll get the clear on the sideline. It'll be a throw. Penne will leave it off, and up running in will be Stork. He'll take it. Carlson thought about it and goes outside, flip back in. Carlson trying to track it down. And that'll go out of bounds. And Carlson again sitting on those with those 2 goals, so close to a hat trick a couple of times. First touch to settle it by McGoey. Flips it forward. Bouncing ball tracked down by the Demon Hawks. DeGrado. And nobody was able to settle it down in a dark jersey, so it'll be worked out by the Demon Hawks. Good step to intercept by DeGrado, and now it's McGoey. Oh, and that pass read beautifully by the Demon Hawks, but that through ball to nobody goes out of bounds. It will be a throw for Minnesota. Now under 10 minutes left to go. Kopne outside. The ball somehow works its way through with the spin. Kept in bounds by DeGrado. The little juggle. DeGrado has it back. Then he lost it. The defensive Chirac. And finally the whistle blows. You could kind of tell that looked like Hermanson was just trying to take a foul. Just to halt play there and to let the Blizzard get set back up. But the refs didn't blow it dead. Oh, I didn't see the player down, Stork. So it looked like he was just trying to take a courtesy foul there to get play to stop so that Stork could get back up to his feet. Well, then the Blizzard, or the Demon Hawks touched that, though, before the whistle blew with their hands. Stewart got buckled on that play. Seems to be okay, though. Hermanson dribbling away from the defense. Now Morgan. Kopne on the run, hustling, trying to get there. Was able to save it and launched it off the upright. But that's out of bounds, so it will be Demon Hawk ball on the goal kick. So time is starting to run out here in this one. The Demon Hawks and the Blizzard knotted up at 2. And if definitely is going to feel like a game that's going to get away from the Blizzard if they are unable to find a go-ahead goal in the final 7 minutes and so of this game. The Blizzard have been playing up a man since about the 14-minute mark of this one. So quick math, that's 69 minutes and counting. Dumped on the play was Diego Connell. Now it's DeGrado. Good pass all the way through. Not quite. Hermanson couldn't quite track it down. This ball's knocked up into the air. It'll be out of bounds. This will be a throw in for Iowa. Stork gets it in. DeGrado will step in. Actually, check that. That's Connell. Now fresh from the bench, it's Locker. Looks like he's going to get some run in the final minutes of regulation. Locker just to play it through. Morgan will settle it down. Morgan steps and steals. Trying to get it through again, and that was knocked back to the outside. Another chance for the Blizzard. Morgan. Inside, settled, looking is McGoey, and it just deflected off of his feet and into the grasp of the goalie, Grappo. Grappo kicks it out of bounds off the punt. So the Blizzard with another chance. Grappo will race out and track this one down too. Punted up the field. And Kopne will turn it back. Now here come the Demon Hawks. Penne. Played back for Garapo, who one-touch launches. Kopne with that jumping header, pushing it forward, and now it's DeGrado backing up and launching it down the field. Morgan will try to settle it down. Morgan saves on the sideline. Nice dribbling to keep it through. Middle, just out of the reach of McGoey. A good play to keep it by Hermanson. Hermanson dances, shot, and that's too tall for Connell. '87th minute. You can kind of feel now, finally, that sense of urgency for the Blizzard. Don't want to miss this opportunity to try to notch another win. Stay perfect at home. One touch ball, not quite. Connell will step in. Stays on his feet. Gets that back out. Throw coming for Minnesota. A quick throw, and then almost caught everybody off guard. But now the Demon Hawks will work it up. Kopne will clear. That one lands up in the bleachers on the away side of the stadium. Up next for the Blizzard, and again, they are at home this Wednesday against Joy Athletic Club. A midweek battle. That'll be at 8 p.m. We'll have that for you, of course, on Game Time as well. The Demon Hawks will be back home for their next matchup against the Sioux Falls Thunder. Sprinting upfield, just not quite able to get there. This will be a throw for the Demon Hawks. Matos, or just flip it forward for Stork, and he'll throw it in. Bouncing ball settled. Serrato couldn't quite dance around the Blizzard defense. And Penne will push it into the box, towards that at least. Stork has it back with some space. Long shot taken, and that one rises well over the cage. Barbosa let it fly. Yeelers watched it fly over his crossbar. We're coming towards the end here. A 2-2 soccer game. Connell.
In for the Blizzard, number 20, Pablo Matos. Checking out for the Blizzard, number 23, Cian, McGoey.
Now look out. Here's a chance for Iowa. Into the box. Push back out. Now the Blizzard with numbers. If they hurry. Good play to work it free, and then just tumbling head over heels. Hermanson. That will be a free kick. Not quite sure how much of a dangerous area this is. It'll be Matos who's going to pick up a card for that.
Correction, I'm sorry. Number 20, Fabio Barbosa.
Barbosa will get a yellow card in the 90th minute here. Free kick coming up for the Blizzard, trying to push back out front. It's driven low right off the wall. Cleared by the Demon Hawks. It's out of bounds. This is Minnesota Blizzard ball. Gotta hurry, though. Not sure how much time they're going to have to go. DeGrado launches. Headed out. At the feet of Pereira. Pushed forward. Now right back down it goes. Settled by Morgan. Trying to move towards the middle, but he is harassed relentlessly, and he lost it. Now the Demon Hawks have a chance. Played up ahead, Vanderwall. Goes out of bounds. Vanderwall will try to go and throw it in quick. Penne. Now Vanderwall trying to get it back to the middle. DeGrado. Perhaps another chance for the Blizzard now. Hermanson flip pass up ahead. That'll make its way into the box where Garappo will track it down. Long shot here. That one didn't miss by much. Ehlers will set it down and take the goal kick. Motioning everybody up the field, but he didn't get it over the head of the Demon Hawks. Now they have another chance, another shot. Oh, another one that goes too high. See if Ehlers has another goal kick and can try to get everybody over everybody's head here. So they'll offer this one back off to Grado. Will take it instead. Into our 4th minute of stoppage time here. This ball goes out of bounds. Long throw up ahead, looking for Morgan, not quite there. What do these two teams have left? Wanted a handball, not quite. Hermanson. Outside. Can the Blizzard pull off a miracle? Inside, but it's pushed out. And now the Demon Hawks. Penne with a lot of space. Has someone breaking for the net, but the pass just outside. Barbosa towards the net, and that one goes over again. And there is the final whistle, and instantly everybody in a yellow jersey essentially is hunched over on their knees, sitting down, laying flat on their back. They left it all out there and certainly earned this 2-2 draw this evening against the Blizzard. What a fun game this was. The Blizzard, with a draw today, now move to 1-1-3 on the year and stay undefeated at home technically. Now 1-1-0 at home, 1 win, 1 draw, no losses. The Demon Hawks, their first draw of the season as well. 2 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses on the season for Iowa. So now that means Iowa will move into sole possession of 3rd place in the North Conference in the MPSL, barring any further results tonight. And the Blizzard now get their 4th point. They'll still remain in last. But yeah, that was a fun game. We'll get our last ad read out of the way. Pods, the official storage company of the Blizzard. Use Pods for all your storage and moving needs. Visit Pods, that's PODS.com. So fun game here from Lakeville North High School, but it has to feel like a disappointing result if you are the Minnesota Blizzard. It was certainly one that was there for the taking for them. You know, you get to play up a man for so long. And this red card for the Demon Hawks came around the 14th minute. Yeah, that's a long time to try to play. 76 and change to play with the extra man, and they did score once. And they scored the goal by Jadon Morgan, his second, to take that 2-1 lead, but then just 3 minutes later gave it right back. And the Demon Hawks, it kind of felt like that they had the better of the possession, the better of the play, even when they were down. And so they earned this draw today. 2-2 is your final score. One more time. Goal scored today by, for the Blizzard, Cian McGoey and Jadon Morgan. Those are the 2 goals for the Blizzard. And for the Demon Hawks, 2 goals by Evan Carlson. His first 2 goals of the season, including a gorgeous strike from way outside the box. And that tied this game back up at 2. It felt like finally the Blizzard had taken that lead, and you thought that they were going to be able to close this one out, but it was not to be tonight, as the Demon Hawks tied it up and then earned that 2-2 draw, and that is where things end this evening. Fun game, and definitely good to be home again for the Blizzard. They remain undefeated at home, 1 win, 1 draw, and no losses at home. And they got a couple more home games coming up against the Joy Athletic Club and Duluth FC. So you got the 2 best teams in this conference currently as it stands right now, who are awaiting you. So it's got time to go to work, and you got to figure things out. And now is a chance to pull back into this conference, get yourself into playoff position. You're going to have to do it against the best, and it'll start on Wednesday night against the Joy Athletic Club, and we'll have that game for you right here on Game Time as well. So I hope you join us for that one. That's where the Blizzard will be in action next. For the Demon Hawks, they will be back home next Saturday against the Sioux Falls Thunder FC. So that's the next game for the Demon Hawks. And then a week from today is the second home game following for the Blizzard against Duluth FC. So a game Wednesday and a game Saturday for Duluth. We'll have both those games for you, of course, on Game Time. Thank you for joining us this evening. That is just about going to wrap it up for us from Lakeville North High School. 2-2, your final. An entertaining game this evening. The Blizzard couldn't quite get that go-ahead goal and hold that lead this evening, and we'll have to settle for the draw. We'll hope for better luck on Wednesday against Joy Athletic Club. That is our next broadcast, and we'll see you then for all of us at Game Time Media. My name is Anthony Winker, signing off. Thanks for joining us,